This saga has officially concluded. All the people who are going to be triggered by the fact that this name does not have 2 T's, I warned you. It was the journey. For the first 24 hours of her life, she did not have a name. We had discussed names with anyone that we could trust to not share names. We didn't go with a single option that we had been discussing. So there's that. Her name is Finley and Kelce. We plan to call her Finn for short. The name Finn was not one of the names that we were discussing with other people, but came back around because it was a serious contender for Elliot's name. Considering we had to name 4 children with the same gender, we had to run it back to the archives and borrow one from a different child. And that's what we did. Her middle name is Anne, A-N-N-E. The people in our life that are associated with the name Anne with an E would be my dad's mom. That was her first name. My sister's middle name, my cousin's middle name, my other cousin's middle name, and Annie Elliott is actually Anne. We packed it all into one middle name, and I feel good about that. I totally respect your opinion on the names of our children. You're allowed to have your own opinion, but I actually don't care what it is. And I mean that in the most loving and respectful way. We named them, and it's official. Also, she's very much a Finn. She's a cute little Finn.
Are you trying to show the niece? Do you want to show? You want to see your new niece?
Yes, I want to see my new niece. Jason, you only sent 1 picture.
Come on, Kai.
You didn't even tell me what name you picked yet.
Ooh, look at that. Oh.
Hey, little muffin. Look at you. He's hanging out with Mom. Tell Kai I said hello. And I'm glad everything's going great.
Trav says hi.
Hi, Trav.
Do you want some?
I gotta go next door.
Will you record?
Hey, Kai. Jason hasn't told me if you guys picked a name yet. Is this still a nameless baby?
No, she has a name. We had to fill out a birth certificate paperwork.
I thought that's how that worked.
Well, you can technically leave without it, but we wouldn't remember to fill out the fucking paperwork after that, so we have to do it when we know. Is that a beer bat?
That's what I'm saying. That's all we're focused on too.
That's impressive.
Isn't it cool? They might sell them as soon as they.
And you're impressive, Kai.
Thanks, Trav.
You're impressive.
It really wouldn't have been possible without your brother, you know?
Is this Finney?
Yeah, Finn.
Finley and Kelce.
Yeah,
we're calling her Finn.
Kelsey.
Finn Ann. That's adorable.
Jason refused to let me just go Finn, so I'm dead ass.
I love it.
Congrats, should we ask Finn a question? Finn, come here.
She said sneeze.
All right, go ahead. What do you want to ask?
Hey, Finn.
That's so mean.
Hey, Finn, you just look adorable. I don't even have anything to say to you. You happy to be out? Huh?
How was Kylie's uterus?
Too comfy. That's why I'm going to Victor.
Get this guy out of here.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, your father's a weirdo.
All right, we're going next door to record.
All right. Enjoy. Love you.
Love you.
That was lovely. Thank you for that.
Oh, she said she wanted to stay and see Uncle Trev.
Kylie Kelce is revealing the inspiration behind her baby girl's name. In a clip for the upcoming episode of her Not Gonna Lie podcast, the newly minted mom of 4, 33, explained how she and her husband Jason Kelce landed on the name Finley, Finn, and Kelce for their new addition, whom they welcomed on Sunday, March 30th. This saga has officially concluded. All the people who are going to be triggered by the fact that this name does not have 2 T's, I warned you, Kylie began. It was a journey. For the first 24 hours of her life, she did not have a name. We had discussed names with anyone we could trust to not share names. We didn't go with a single option that we had been discussing, so there's that. Her name is Finley and Kelce. We plan to call her Finn for short, she continued. The name Finn was not one of the names that we were discussing with other people, but came back around because it was a serious contender for Elliot's name. Considering we had to name 4 children with the same gender, we had to run it back to the archives and borrow one from a different child, and that's what we did. Her middle name is Anne, she added, explaining that there are several people in her life, including her grandma, sister, and cousins, who also share the newborn's middle name. I totally respect your opinion on the names of our children. You're allowed to have your own opinion, but I actually don't care what it is, and I mean that in the most loving and respectful way. We named them, and it's official. Also, she's very much a Finn, like she's a cute little Finn. Alongside baby Finn, the podcast host and the former NFL star, 37, are also parents to daughters Bennett, 2, Elliot, 4, and Wyatt, 5. While the new addition to the Kelce family is only 3 days old, she's already in her podcasting era. On the latest episode of the New Heights podcast, which Jason co-hosts with his brother Travis Kelce, the girl dad's newest addition stopped by to say hello, adorably trying on her dad's headphones. In her first interaction with the Kansas City Chiefs player, 35, the newborn wore a dark blue onesie, as she wiggled in Kylie's arms. Travis addressed his niece when she had the headphones on, saying, "Hey, Finn. Finn, you just look adorable. Are you happy to be out? How was Kylie's uterus?" Jason, 37, jokingly asked, before Kylie noted, "Too comfy, that's why we had to evict her." Travis then teased to the little one, "I'm sorry your father's a weirdo." The proud girl dad is indeed not shying away from showing his newest little one his personality, including his trademark sense of humor. On Tuesday, April 1st, the newly minted mom of 4 shared a few photos of her little girl on Instagram, which included a close-up shot of the baby wrapped in a white blanket and wearing a pink hat with a blue BOW. In the comments, Jason joked with his wife, writing, "Does that first photo have a filter on it?" As the NFL's annual league meeting wraps up Wednesday in Palm Beach, Florida, the biggest topic throughout has been the future of the tush push, the Philadelphia Eagles' famous short yardage creation that involves players in the backfield pushing the quarterbacks, tush toward the first down marker or goal line. As many as 16 NFL owners, and, it appears, Commissioner Roger Goodell, agree with the Green Bay Packers' proposal to ban the play, a rule change that was tabled for now until the spring meeting in Minnesota next month. The Kelce brothers, however, would like the play to remain in the game they love. "I get it. I get why certain teams want to ban it for competitive reasons," former Eagles center Jason Kelce said on the latest episode of the New Heights podcast. "I get why some people think that it's potentially unsafe. I think optically it looks unsafe. For me personally, I never felt like there's that much more of a risk of injuring somebody on the play, and I don't think there's any statistics to back that up. I think the only argument I see for potentially banning it is there a competitive advantage? Is it unfair that players can push? And should we allow players to push rather than ball carriers or anybody to have to do things on their own? I think it's going to be a hard rule to enforce. When is that enforced? Are gang tackles outlawed? When Chiefs center Creed Humphrey gets behind a running back, in the open field, and pushing the pile forward, do we not want that? Because I like that." His brother, Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce, completely agreed. "There are 4 downs that a team gets to get a first down or get in the end zone," the younger Kelce brother said. "If the tush push is just one play that you run when you have a short yardage situation, those may come up a handful of times throughout a game. You can't get upset at that one play. I think it's a football type of play. I don't think we need to be banning this." It's been several weeks since Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce stepped out for a public appearance, at least intentionally, and it looks like that won't be changing anytime soon. Felt like he got caught up in his newfound fame, and a source tells the outlet that Taylor and Travis have learned that so much attention on their relationship is not the best thing. Travis wants to take a breather from the public eye, they add. He was working too much last year, and he didn't play as well as he wanted. He wants to have a good season and not have the focus be on his relationship with Taylor. Meanwhile, another insider notes that, without the outside noise, they can focus on each other. This comes amid a source telling Page 6 that Taylor and Travis definitely discussed Travis' potential retirement as a couple, but that ultimately Tay wanted him to continue playing. She didn't want Travis to retire, they said. She wanted him to go out on a high note. Trav spoke about his decision to return for another season on New Heights, saying that he had a bad taste in my mouth after the Chiefs' Super Bowl loss,